Hi, my name is Jorge Haynes. I'm class of 1965, stay alive with a class of 65. With the first graduating class at Nixon. And I want to talk a little bit about how we went about selecting the school color, the annual, the newspaper, and the fight song. Mr. Lockie convened all of us that were going to go to Nixon, and he had us vote on all that. And so we kind of split up into little groups. Chester Long was in charge of certain folks, Reed Goodman was in charge of certain folks, I was in charge of other folks. Jose Luis Gamez, Cesar Hall. And so we made some arrangements, and so we wanted to be different than any other school in Laredo, and so we chose the colors green and gold, which really were patterned after Baylor. And then we chose a mascot of Mustangs, which is patterned after SMU. And then when it came to the annual, we said, well, if we're going to be Mustangs, we want the annual to be La Herradura, and the newspaper should be Pony Express. So we voted on all these things. And the one sticking point was a fight song. We couldn't agree on a fight song. Mr. Lockie wanted Texas fight. Some people wanted the Notre Dame fight song, others the Wisconsin fight song. And in the deliberations and the discussions, Jose Luis Gamez one time said, "Nombre, we're going to talk about No Te Rajes, Jalisco No Te Rajes." And that's how we ended up selecting Jalisco No Te Rajes. So the 5 or 6 people that were involved in getting votes went back and got another 5 or 6 votes, 7 votes, whatever. And when it came time to select a fight song, Jalisco No Te Rajes won overwhelmingly. And that's how we ended up. We were the first high school in the country to have a Mexican themed song as a fight song. Later on, and you can check this, A&I adopted it, and now you can check it further, UTEP has also adopted it. But the first ones to adopt that song was J.W. Nixon in 1964 in the Martin High School gym. So, and I was the first. We had tri-captains, Chester Long, Ruben Vela, who just passed away, and myself. And one of the sad things that happened to me is I was the first injury of a starter at Nixon, so I was not able to play until the last 2 games. I broke my collarbone. And then we also have, there's 4 of us that have the distinction of being the first people to be expelled from Nixon. It was no one less than Johnny Chamberlain, myself, and then 2 very dear friends of ours, Christine Baird and Michelle Craig. We took off, went to Johnny's ranch, shot the rifles for a while, then we went to the Holiday Inn and went swimming, and Mr. Sanchez, thanks to a tip, intercepted us at the Holiday Inn while we were swimming. So the next day we went in to see Mr. Lockie, and we all had a story. I was in a cast, and I had gone to see Dr. Malakoff, signed in, and in those days you would sign in, you didn't see him till 5 o'clock. So he called Dr. Malakoff, and sure enough I had signed in. Mickey Craig said that she had to take care of her sister. Johnny said he had to go out to the ranch and take care of some feeding the stock. And then Chris Baird came in and says, "Oh yeah, I was with Johnny and Michelle, and we went out to the ranch and shot rifles." So we were expelled for 3 days. And that's how we started at Nixon. It's a great tradition. I'm still involved with the school. My mom and dad have a scholarship there at Nixon and at Martin High, because my dad graduated from Martin. I was at Martin for 2 years, and one of the things that we always lamented is that they broke up the senior class, because we had been together for 2 years. So a lot of us are still friends back and forth. And the thing I keep reminding kids is that when you leave Laredo, you're from Laredo. You're not from Martin, you're not from Figueroa, you're not from LBJ, you're from Laredo. And so always keep that in mind as you travel around.